everybody, James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we're going to be tying another Giorgio Armani tie. We tied one last week. I actually got two Giorgio Armanis in at the same time. They're brand new ties to me, or brand new ties, and the credit I will give Giorgio Armani is their ties are always very classic looking. They make a very classic tie. The negatives I would give Giorgio Armani are they don't make the material long enough, so the back of the tie tends to be a little bit short when you tie a full Windsor. I guess they're made for guys that tie the single Windsor or the tiny crooked knots, which I'm not a fan of. I like the classic full Windsor triangle. The other thing is the consistency of their ties. If I give you an example of a Salvatore Ferragamo, about the same price range, right in that $200 price range, $190, $200, about the same as Armani. Armani maybe a tiny bit more. Every single Salvatore Ferragamo tie I've ever touched feels exactly the same. Same silk, same feel, same texture. Armani, the last Armani tie I tied felt like paper, kind of papery. This one actually feels like a really nice silk, so just a little consistency issue. But the design, I don't know that anyone does a better job. Maybe Isaia, when it comes to just a classic looking design, they're just always real classy. I think Giorgio Armani is definitely top tier as far as design goes. So this particular tie is a gray tie with brown diagonal stripes. It's hard to see them in this camera, but there's close-ups on my Instagram. Beautiful brown diagonal stripes. As far as the review goes, it's a thin silk, has a really nice feel to it, nice texture, silk lace, perfect, and everything else. Let's tie it up and see how it ties. This is a brand new tie, never been tied before, so let's see how it comes together. First thing we do when tying our tie is we find what I call our spot. It's really what that is figuring out how long do we need this part of the tie compared to this part of the tie. And with a thinner tie, I'm going to be somewhere around this range here. The way I use my hands and my fingers to find my spot. I figure about how much slack I'm going to need, which in this is probably around here, and I put that down with my fingers. I don't know if you see on the camera there or not, and that tells me about where I want this part of the tie to be. So we take the long part of the tie over top of the short part of the tie. We come underneath, up and through. Then we come around behind, keeping everything nice and tight, holding the knot tight, come up, over, down, and through. Now we tidy this up. This is what I'll call a checkpoint. Make sure our knot's coming together nice, which it is. Then we come over the front, creating a little pocket here, behind, up and through. And then we're going to push this down through the pocket we've just created. Hold on to the pocket, pull the tie through. And now we're going to tighten the triangle or the knot up. It's a full Windsor knot. We're going to turn the tie down, hold on to the knot, and pull on the long part of the tie. It ties a really nice triangle. Then we pull on the shorter part of the tie, hold on to the knot to bring it up to the top. Now we want to check for our length. We want the tip of the tie to be between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. And we are coming in right around the middle. It's absolutely perfect. So this tied a really nice tight knot. So I'm pleased with how the tie tied. Definitely one of the better filling Armani ties I've had. Actually, when I tied my belt up, I think I came in a little bit long. We're going to tie this tie one more time. Guys, you're going to see a double tie tying today. Happens sometimes. I think one of my videos actually did 3 times. This time I'll tie a little bit quicker. We just don't need quite as much slack. So, tie it a little bit quicker. We're going to come over the top, back in behind, up and through. Then we'll come underneath, up, over, down, and through. Now we're going to come around the front, up and behind, up and through, down through the pocket we just created. And now we're going to tidy up the triangle, tighten it up. And now we're going to check for our length, and that's a lot better. Now we are right where we want to be. And my son's cat just came in, guys. I try to do these in one take, but I don't let her in here because we have very expensive clothes. This is Zelda. Say hi, Zelda. It's my son's cat. I don't let my cat or my dog in my closet, or my son's cat or my dog in my closet. So you guys are getting a little bit of entertainment this morning. You see me tie a tie and kick a cat out of the closet. Anyway, the tie came together really nice. The triangle was beautiful. Bring the color down. We'll tidy it all up. Make sure it came together nice. Okay, now this is where we just make the magic happen. We'll make sure that everything's perfect. We don't want any gap here. See this gap? So we're going to hold on to the shorter part of the tie. We're going to pull the knot up towards the top and get rid of that gap. Make it symmetrical. Absolutely beautiful. Look how nice that triangle came together. Now, see if this Armani tie This one almost reaches the keeper. It's one of the complaints I have about Armani is they tie this a little bit short. This one will reach barely the keeper, so we'll tuck it in there. All right, guys, the look is going to start scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I'm going to go through it with you right now. Today we're wearing a charcoal gray suit, and the suit is by Giorgio Zegna. We're wearing a purple Eton shirt. Eton does a really good job with their buttons and making just a really nice high quality shirt. It has some textures to it. We're wearing a gray Giorgio Armani tie with brown diagonal stripes. We're pairing that today with a black Salvatore Ferragamo belt with a gold belt buckle and red bottom shoes. These are the Christian Louboutin Gregory Oxfords in black. Absolutely gorgeous shoes. And that's the look. If you go to my Instagram, it's Tie Guy James Akers. You'll see close-ups of the tie. Check that out because this tie has some really neat diagonal brown striping. It's an unusual color combination. I really like it together. There'll be selfies of me, close-ups of the knots. You can see it all come together and the whole outfit staged and everything. Guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about the cat interruption. I hope you got a little bit of a giggle out of that, though. But I am ready for work.